From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9, powered by Manyavar and Vedanta.
Good evening and welcome. Arvind Kejriwal has, by the scale of his victory, offered a delightful alternative route to election victories. Come on. Don't tell me about the whole development agenda. It was not. The agenda was simple. Give everything free. Which is why my hashtag tonight is how much free. What Kejriwal said was give as much free. We asked tonight how much free. Kejriwal said I'll give you free Wi-Fi, free water, free electricity. He also said I'll give you free bus rides. I will give you free exam fees. Then he said I'll also give you free pilgrimages. And I must add, viewers, in case you didn't know, finally he said I will even give you free septic tank cleaning. My question is tonight, a question that comes to our mind. How much free? How much can be free? When you start giving these things free, then you are only whetting the appetite. Necessities and the concept of necessity is absolutely relative. What's happening today is that already more and more people are out there on the streets. They are saying if Kejriwal is given so much free, why don't our leaders give us things free? In Delhi, people are asking for more things. Some people are saying now, we need free scooters to move around. Others are saying we need free laptops. Others are saying essentially you need to give us free basic rations. Our food must be free. Even a basic quota of fuel must be free. So people now are getting more and more motivated. They believe that they have the right to push their politicians, highly flexible politicians, to ask for a greater quota of free things. This is madness. I know I'll be unpopular for saying it. This is crazy. It is absolutely absurd. You can win an election with this, but honestly, frankly, this is irresponsible and absolutely unsustainable in the long term or even the medium term. Arvind Kejriwal knows, and the fact is that Delhi does not have the money. The nation does not have the money either for free disbursement like this, because you'll be setting a precedent. If you give things free in Delhi, then tomorrow will the people of Goa not ask you for the same things, and therefore how much of central revenue will move there? But so successful has the Aam Aadmi Party been in Delhi, so successful with the 62-seat victory, that we are told that now this freebie culture is going to go over the top in the Bihar and Bengal elections. Which is why, viewers, I need you to take a little step back. Move back from the euphoria of the BJP loss and the Aam Aadmi Party victory. That is not the issue tonight. The boogie-woogie people have done their boogie-woogies, but now we need to go down to the reality. If Bengal, Bihar and Delhi are to be calculated together, these three states account for roughly 200 million Indians, 20 crore Indians. Now, if 200 million Indians are to be told that because there are elections, all your basic necessities will be free, then I want to know what the rate of taxation in this country is going to be able to manage that expectation. Also, the question rises, what are the ethics which allow desperate politicians to use our money to spoil the electorate in their respective seats so that they can warm their seats? Which is why today's hashtag is how much free. Ladies and gentlemen, let the vote be divided on two lines. How much free? Those who are for it can say we want everything free, more and more free. There's another group of Indians who are asking Kejriwal, where will you draw the line? How much free is debate number 1 tonight. In debate number 2, which is following that up at 10 o'clock this evening, viewers, the absolute change in mood in Kashmir is visible. We have ambassadors going day after day to Kashmir. Clearly, the mood is changing. Investments are beginning to come in. Local government is on the rise. And all the naysayers and doomsday believers have nowhere to look. At 10:30 p.m. tonight, viewers, on debate number 3, the brats have taken India for a ride. But what is terrible is the fact that this brats action has been underreported by the Bengaluru media and absolutely unreported in the national media. We'll tell you about this at 10:30 p.m. And here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight. Freebies, freebies, freebies. Fun rides, more and more free. Freebies are the latest buzzword. Mamata Banerjee follows Kejriwal in giving free electricity before the elections. Water free, power free, transport free, people want scooters free, rations free, fuel free, their life free. What next? Where will these politicians draw the line on freebies? 25 diplomats get a glimpse of Naya Kashmir on their second visit to the Kashmir Valley. Pro-development and nationalist wave in Kashmir makes the pro-Pakistan lobby nervous.
What I have not changed in this, in my previous incident, everyone said I didn't change. From then to here, 2 years, you people have seen me.
Don't let this drama fool you. This Congress brat has got away after crashing his supercar and injuring 4. And another brat also taking India for a ride. Watch him flaunt his heroics after smashing a traffic kiosk. And ladies and gentlemen, the elections are over and we now need to talk about the real issue at hand. Kejriwal has brought back the trend of giving out a lot of things free. A lot of people in Delhi are very happy about it, but we believe here on Republic that we must have a very, a calm discussion. Elections are over now, we need to talk about it, right? How much can be given free? The worrisome fact is all other states now have begun to feel that Kejriwal's got the political jackpot and they must follow. Why? Because they think that free power, free food, free onions, free water, free septic tank cleaning, free pilgrimages will power their electoral victories. The broader picture of fiscal responsibility is in nobody's minds. Now, the bottom line is I spoke to a few economists and said, if this is going to be the trend in India, then in a couple of years we're going to run out of money. Are people thinking about it? Absolutely not. Tonight, a nation full of hard-working taxpayers also is beginning to ask the other question, which is in my hashtag tonight. Hashtag, how much free? How much free? Let's debate.
On the debate tonight, the freebie politics has taken center stage.
दिल्ली के लोगों ने संदेश दे दिया, वोट उसी को जो 24 घंटे बिजली देगा, घर घर को पानी देगा, हमारे मोहल्ले में सड़क बनवाएगा.
Sadak Bijli Pani up for the elections on these issues and returned with a thumping 62-seat majority. Elections are over now and it's down to brass tacks. Can Kejriwal sustain this freebie model? Here's the freebie economics. While the Delhi government earned over 50,000 crore in the last fiscal year, its transport SOP could cost him over 700 crore. The free Wi-Fi could dent the exchequer by 566 crore rupees. And free electricity will cost Kejriwal a whopping 1,760 crore. Taking cue from Delhi, West Bengal and Maharashtra are ready to take the populist measure of offering freebies. Though freebie politics is not new to India, where will the netas draw the line? And is this freebie culture feasible in cash-strapped economy? Let's debate.
And this is so unfortunate by John Mishra. So unfortunate that in this country we will soon have no money for education. We will have no money for infrastructure. We will have no money left, Bejon Mishra, for space development, for oceanography. We will have no money anymore in this country. Ravi Srivastava, we will have no money left, Sambit Patra, for defense. We will have no money for border roads anymore, because we are slowly encouraging this culture of giving everything free. Now, it's tolerable when it's only Delhi. Because
Arnab,
Delhi, at the end of the day, is a small area.
Arnab,
But, Bejon Mishra, I did the mathematics. If this becomes the unfortunate trend, then we're staring down the bottom of a barrel. For the taxpayer, for you and me, for our future generations, this country's economic future is being given away by this irresponsibility of constant freebies. Bejon Mishra, I'd like you to start the debate this evening by taking on any of the protagonists on the other side. I, for one, am completely against this freebie culture. Bejon da.
I agree with you, Arnab. I agree with you, Arnab.
Arnab,
Mr. Kejriwal,
Arnab, I must confess to you.
I agree with you.
Yeah, go on,
Arnab,
Bejon da.
No, anyway, let me speak first. Yeah. You see, Arnab, nothing is free, by the way.
Exactly.
See, we all know that it is the taxpayer who is paying.
Every
it is the
penny,
taxpayer,
every
even the poorest
penny.
of the poor, who
We are
buys a
being
soap
fooled.
today, is paying for it. Nothing. It is a misleading.
Oh,
it's
yes.
a misnomer.
Yes,
it's
we
a
know.
dream selling.
Yeah.
It is cheating the citizens.
Yeah.
It is just cheating the citizens.
Yeah.
Making them parasites.
Yeah.
Making
Yes,
them
Mr.
understand
Yes, yes.
that you know
Mr.
you get
Kejriwal,
something
with Mamata Banerjee,
without paying
Uddhav
something
Thackeray,
which is not
everybody is
true.
cheating the
Which is
common
not
man.
true.
Actually, what they should have
This
done-
person has misled the
what they
citizens.
should have done
This
is
person
take the
has
money
misled
from
the
the
voters.
common man,
This
from the
person is a
common
cheat.
taxpayer's
He has cheated the
exchequer
people.
and given
He
it
has
to
cheated
those
the people.
Gujarati Baniya thugs so that they could loot us and run
No
away from this
caste
country.
abuse.
That is what
No
they should
caste
have done.
abuse.
You are right.
No
You
caste
give me
abuse on the
social
program.
Absolutely right.
No caste abuse.
Mr. Kejriwal, Ms. Mamata
No
Banerjee
caste
shouldn't
abuse.
have given free electricity or free water with the taxpayers' money to the taxpayer themselves.
Nothing
Very
is
wrong.
free.
I agree with you.
Let him
they
work
should have
free.
used the
Let
taxpayers'
him
money
first work
to
free.
fill the
Let him
pockets
agree to
of
work free.
Adanis and Ambanis.
Let him
That is
say,
what they
I
should
will
have
not
done.
draw a salary.
That is the model
Tell him
of
to say
development of
that I will
BJP
not draw a
was,
salary.
and that is what he
What
thinks is
rubbish.
right for this country.
Don't talk about religion here. We are talking about economics here. We are not talking about religion. We are
No, I
talking
have
about
an
economics.
objection.
If you have the
we are
guts,
I have an
talking about
objection,
economics.
Mr.
And I
Goswami, I
support
have a
you.
serious objection.
I support you. You are
I have an
Somebody-
objection over here, Mr. Goswami. I should be allowed.
I am being told tonight.
doing the country.
I have a
I am
serious
being told
objection.
tonight. Let me intervene, please, viewers. And I want your participation tonight.
I have
Anirban,
a serious
stop
objection.
giving a
I have a
speech.
serious objection.
1 minute. Stop giving a speech.
No, you cannot
Give me an
call
answer.
Gujarati
And my
Banias
question
as
tonight is, viewers, how much free?
To go on a rant.
How much free?
Ask Papna to go on a rant.
No, how can first he should apologize. Mr. Goswami, I demand an apology.
For what?
From the Trinamool Congress spokesperson, where he says that Gujarati Baniyas are thugs. How dare you have this casteist remark that Gujarati Baniyas are thugs? Who said Gujarati Baniya is a thug? Mahatma Gandhi was a Gujarati Baniya. How dare you call him a thug?
Apologize,
So how
apologize.
dare you say that Gujarati Baniya
Apologize for the Gujarati Baniya being a
this
thug
kind of
remark.
casteist remark.
Apologize.
You,
Gandhi.
it calls for
Apologize
an
for
apology.
that. Anirban, you should to apologize for that. Anirban,
Mota
it's
Shah
a...
said he was a Chatur Baniya. That is the level.
No, you cannot call Gujarati Baniyas as thugs. I'm so sorry. This is a casteist remark. This in general paints every Baniya in Gujarat as a thug. This is a derogatory remark even for Mahatma Gandhi. I am sorry. He should, in a national channel, he should apologize
Ravi!
to this
I had
national
no
channel.
level of
You
twisting
cannot
Two-
want
two-
to
two versus
do
one.
such kind of abuse.
You lost your
How
own
dare you
election.
abuse the Baniya
Delhi has
community?
routed you. Now
How
West
dare you say
Bengal
that the
awaits.
Gujarati Baniyas are thugs?
West Bengal is going to
No,
decimate
I'm
people
so
as
sorry,
well.
Mr. Goswami.
Just
This
have a
kind of
wait.
comment should not be
April has
allowed.
the municipal
This kind of
election.
comment should not be allowed.
2021
Where
will
a
have-
particular
will be the
community
final
is
battle.
painted in a
Thank you
bad
very
way.
much.
He
Thank
should
you. It's
be
not a
allowed
one
to
versus
go
one
away with
debate.
it.
1 minute. 1 minute. I need to make a point here. Sambit, thank you for your intervention. I would like Navinatha Krishnan, spokesperson and member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha from the AIADMK on my program for the first time. Namaskar to you and welcome to my program.
Yes.
It's always good to see new faces on the program representing diverse parts of our great country. Mr. Navinatha Krishnan, I'd like you to come into the debate this evening with Mr. Ravi Srivastava. But Mr. Navinatha Krishnan, my view is this, and I don't know whether you agree with me. You see, Delhi's revenue surplus has come down almost yearly each passing year. It's just 0.6% over the AAP's tenure. The fiscal deficit is starting to grow. Economically, freebies are not sustainable. Point number one. Point number two, people like Ravi Srivastava say that Arvind Kejriwal, allow me to complete the question to Mr. Navinatha Krishnan. Ravi, I will come to you. Have the grace to listen.
By you are trivializing the issue.
I never trivialize anything. I expose things.
Arnab, 200 unit of electricity, 20,000 liter of water, or a Wi-Fi, or a free travel to women. It only costs 2,240 crore rupees per annum. Per person it works out to 1,130 rupees. This is nothing. If my taxpayers' money goes
I explained to you. I explained to you. Ravi, you know what? You don't have to shout like that. You don't have to shout like that. You don't have to shout like a Chicago gangster. You don't have to raise your finger like an Italian mafiosi. I don't know who you are interacting with these days. Listen to me.
Wearing 10 lakh rupees suit.
Sir, listen to me.
Freebie.
Okay.
That's a freebie.
Relax.
Government servant wearing 10 lakh rupees.
Thank you, Mr. Navinatha Krishnan will come on the debate.
Using the industrialist plane for their personal use is a freebie. They have got plots, big bungalows.
Mr. Navinatha Krishnan is on the debate now.
Say something, sir.
Go on, sir.
2,70,000.
Yes, I am very happy.
To MPs
Please.
and MLAs.
Sir, my humble submission would be, I entirely agree with you, sir. I entirely agree with you.
Out of which,
and at the same time, I am of the view that those who are deserving the government's help must be identified properly on identification of the persons, those who are badly in need of help, alone entitled to get the freebies, not all people.
Navinatha Krishnan.
Freebies may be given only to the people. The freebies may be given only to the persons, those who are badly in need of it. After analyzing their economic position and their conditions based on evidence, the government may provide it.
See, the point is, Ravi, you know, your problem is that you listen to nobody in the course of the debate except to yourself. You know, why don't you put on noise-free headphones? Listen only to yourself. It doesn't. You are not interested in countering somebody for their point, which means that you have come unprepared, you are unresearched, and you are unaware.
I told him he should listen to me first. I will listen to him later.
What kind of bullying tactic is that? What kind of bullying? It doesn't work.
I told him, let me finish. You start.
No.
Let him speak now.
No. You had your say.
Who is stopping him?
You had your say. I continue to open up the debate right now. Viewers, Sambit will debate with Surendra Chauhan. Sambit, before you come in, some important statistics I want to share. See, Kejriwal does not have the money. He has made the promises. When did he make the promises is very interesting. He made all the promises after Modi swept the Lok Sabha elections. Kejriwal went into panic from 3rd June 2019 to 4th December 2019. He promised free water, public transport, Wi-Fi, exam fees, electricity, rights to senior citizens, septic tank cleaning, subsidy on onions, accident victim, medical aid, free pilgrimage. All the announcements were made in this compressed period right after Modi swept the election. So he realized somewhere in the end of May, he sat down and he said, listen, I'm going to be wiped out. I've only got 18% vote share. I've come third. I'm behind the Congress party in the Lok Sabha election. I need to do something desperate and I'm going to give the people of Delhi everything free. So this is the Pied Piper of Hamelin approach. And everybody followed Kejriwal. Okay? Now tell me, he doesn't have the money. He is going to go now with a begging bowl to the Prime Minister and say, Mr. Prime Minister, I have made all these promises, now give me the money. Tell me one thing, Surendra Chauhan, don't tell me, tell Sambit Patra. Is it Narendra Modi's responsibility to give as much money to Kejriwal as he wants, to support the promises that he has made?
No, certainly not.
Then what are we talking about?
Certainly not. Whatever is the share of the state, it has to come to the state.
No.
But I agree with you that the freebies are...
What is the share?
Yeah, the state share is there of the money.
No, but it's beyond the share.
It comes because the last time it was 60 crore rupees.
It's beyond the share, 60,000 crore rupees. All this is going to cost over 2.5 lakh crore rupees.
Allocation.
No, the question is there's no money. The state power sector is in a huge loss. The Delhi power sector saw a decline in regulatory assets to 8,377 crores. The 1,807 crore allocation for transport free metro is going to cost 700 crore alone. PWD pegs Wi-Fi project at 566 crore rupees. The government allocation is only 150 crores. So you realize for the Wi-Fi alone, the cost is 3.5 times the allocation. Do you realize? I mean, why don't you do these mathematics? 140 crore is allocated for free bus rides.
No,
the DTC has a 1,750 crore loss. Hey, listen, Surendra Chauhan, there's no money. Surendra Chauhan, there is no money. Surendra Chauhan, there is no money.
I agree, there is no money.
So let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this question. Suppose somebody in Sikkim is watching the program. Suppose somebody, okay, let me tell you this. Okay, suppose somebody in Assam is watching the question and says, hey, listen, I'm sitting there in Tinsukia. I want all of this too. And he's going to go to Sarbanand Sonowal and say, hey, listen, Delhi people have got all this. Then Sonowal will tell him that, listen, I can't do this because if I do this for all the people of Assam, then I don't have the money. But they're going to say, but Kejriwal made the promises. So it becomes competitive populism at a point that is unsustainable. You need to realize this. What are you doing to this country? Sambit is on the debate. Tanveer has joined us on the debate. No answers coming from the other side tonight. Suddenly the election result bubble has gone
Mr.
bust.
Goswami, I would like to... I'll answer. Ironically, Mr. Goswami, we politicians today are in a position where it's quite difficult to say no to freebies. You know, if you say no to a freebie, then it does not sound politically correct. But we have to have an informed debate over here. Subsidy and mindless subsidies, these two have to be differentiated. Remember, we are a party of Deen Dayal Upadhyay, where the phenomena, where the culture of Antyodaya is quite important. We have to think about the man who is standing in the last part of the queue. You have to wipe out the tear of the last man in the queue. That's what governance is meant to be. So I have nothing against. If you can, within the fiscal responsibility, if within the fiscal prudence that you are provided with, if you want to wipe out the tear of every person in your city, in your state, in your country, no issues altogether. But remember, there are only two people in this world who can give you free. Either you lie or it's only God who can give you free. Nothing comes for free. Otherwise, it's only some kind of jugglery. You take out from this pocket and you give it to this pocket. I mean, you stop the road construction, you give it to the school construction for free. You stop the school construction, you give it to the woman as far as rides are concerned. You stop every kind of developmental activity, you give out free Wi-Fi. So something has to be stopped so that something else can be supported in a free manner. And this the people of country has to understand. They have to realize as to what kind of politics Mr. Kejriwal is doing. And remember, as far as the freebies of Mr. Kejriwal is concerned, it's only for the last 3 months that he has given them out. We are sitting on the winter months. In the winter months, giving out free electricity is quite possible. But will he be able to sustain this for the period of the summer months that we are going to have recently? I don't know. It's something which we have to see. And even if he sustains it, is the taxpayer's pocket going to sustain that? Is something which time alone will say. But remember, without fiscal prudence, without fiscal responsibility, with the mounting public debt, it is public which at the end of the game is going to face the debt, D-E-B-T, debt. ये पूरा का पूरा debt आपके सर पे होगा. You are the ones who have to pay ultimately.
What is happening here
not that you are going to get anything.
What is happening here is, and Tanveer, I welcome into the debate this evening. And Tanveer, you know, there is this phrase that I use to describe this freebie culture. AWA, AWA, autonomy without accountability. You know, this autonomy without accountability as far as fiscal issues are concerned, and you are on the debate with Ishkaran today, is going to lead to a cataclysmic effect. I believe that with great power comes great responsibility. So if Mamata Banerjee says, I have free electricity for quarterly consumptions up to a certain number, she must be sure she has the money for it. If Mamata Banerjee, Ishkaran, let me give you another example. We are having a fantastic debate this evening, viewers. Let's open up the phone lines as well, if we can, please, because so many people are calling this evening on this subject. Suddenly, we are looking at the Delhi election result in a different light. So there's another issue out here, which is of efficiency, right? Now, if I were to tell you that all your necessities will be met, water, power, electricity, septic tank cleaning, pilgrimages, basic rations, a little bit of fuel, maybe I'll start giving you free holidays as well, then you're going to say, why do I need to work? Which is exactly what Mamata Banerjee is saying now, Arvind. She's saying, I will give freebies, 1 lakh unemployed youth will be given a soft loan for 3 years. You're basically saying, I'll give you free money. I mean, this is now the pits, Ishkaran. She's now saying, I'll give you free money, free cash. I mean, why should a young person want to do a job?
Arnab,
You are creating a massive, this is going to have a massive cascading effect on society and people. You're being utterly irresponsible, Tanveer. Anirban, don't even justify it. Young people are angry tonight.
Arnab, to quote the golden words of Margaret Thatcher, the problem with socialism is eventually you lose out on other people's money. That is the problem with this model. You are going to run out of other people's money to do this freebie culture. You have to have accountable culture. Kejriwal in Delhi was lucky that Commonwealth Games had happened and lot of infrastructure development had occurred in Delhi by central funds. So for 5 years, he did not need to do any infrastructure and could go into a freebie model. But the infrastructure has started crumbling again. And now that he needs to do infrastructure also, he has ridden the tide of central fund made infrastructure for Commonwealth Games. And now that he will have to repair roads, he has no money to do this freebie. So once he got lucky by other people's money, by central taxes pouring into Delhi, but now that he has to spend out of his own pocket and balance the budget, he won't be able to do it.
He won't do it.
Kumaraswamy did. One second, Anirban. 1 second, sir, Ishkaran. What Kumaraswamy did and what Mamata Banerjee is doing and what Arvind Kejriwal did is absolutely pro-people and
it is for the betterment of the people. John, come on into the debate. Everyone on the debate, please.
Mr. Narendra
no,
Modi
he's
did.
not. You're fooling
what
us.
Did Mr.
You think we are fools? You think we are fools? Bejanda, he thinks we are fools. Bejanda, he thinks the people of India are fools. Tanveer thinks the people of India are fools.
Building only.
You are creating a huge social issue. It is going to become a huge social issue. How will you protect?
Only statues.
How will you justify in creating people
I understand the physical I understand the physical space. Other than using the this is not subsidy. This is the requirement of people. It is absolutely requirement of people. When a poor is suffering, आप गरीब के थाली में चावल देखना नहीं चाहते, आप गरीब के घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं देखना चाहते, आप सिर्फ लुभावने के मामले में लड़ाना चाहते हैं. You don't really understand anything about the field.
On the debate now,
Arvind Kejriwal is doing an absolutely great job.
Better than you. We understand it better than you, Tanveer. But you think we don't understand. As they say, you can fool some people sometime.
Tanveer, can I just
one minute. No, I need to bludgeon him with facts, and I need to give him a metaphorical bloody nose tonight, and he's going to get it. Now wait for my verbal uppercut. Wait for my verbal uppercut. Let me treat you properly now. Listen to me. Let me tell you one thing.
Please, sir.
You know, Sambit, Tanveer thinks we are all fools. He comes to the program, look at his eyes looking left and right.
You are very intelligent, Arnab.
He thinks we are all fools.
Man.
He thinks we are all gullible. He thinks he's on a Lutyens channel where the anchor is unprepared. Let me tell you, Tanveer Ahmed, in July 2018, allow me.
I would never say that.
Listen, in July 2018, your leader, the Right Honorable lord, master, and the person who specializes in spending a lot of time splurging money in Southeast Asian casinos after losing elections, the Right Honorable H.D. Kumaraswamy. He cares so much about the poor people of Karnataka that he lived in a 7-star villa in a 5-star hotel through his entire term. I won't embarrass you by asking which businessman paid the bill for that. That was also free, by the way. That was also free, viewers. That 5-star hotel stay was also free. Muft mein. Now let me tell you. Once upon a time, let me tell you a little story. There was this young man called Kumaraswamy, and Kumaraswamy had a little villa in the heart of Bengaluru, and Kumaraswamy one day Kumaraswamy got up and he said, Daddy, I want to do something for the poor people of Karnataka. And Daddy told him, what do you want to do, my son? And he said, Daddy, I want to promise them something free. So his father told him, son, go and promise everything free. So he said, yes. He said, Dad, I've gone and promised farm loan waivers of 34,000 crore rupees.
What is Kumaraswamy's
contribution? Will you listen to me?
What is Kumaraswamy's contribution?
You mentioned Kumaraswamy, the man blows his lid. What is wrong with you? Kumaraswamy is human here.
Debate about Kumaraswamy.
Who is Kumaraswamy? Cassius Clay. Who is Kumaraswamy? Julius Caesar. Who is Kumaraswamy? Emperor Constantine. Who is Kumaraswamy?
He is not Narendra Modi.
Who is Kumaraswamy? Relax, a human being. Listen to me.
Kumaraswamy is a very tall leader who's pro-people, pro-poor,
Chalo, he's given you your Rajya Sabha seat. Now listen to me.
Kumaraswamy.
You've got your Rajya Sabha seat sorted. Now listen to me. Okay, listen to me now, Tanveer. Yeah, for 1 minute you speak so much. Listen to me. Kumaraswamy said, I'll give 34,000 crore rupees free for farm loan waivers. Then he went to his father. And he said, Dad, but how am I going to get the money? So I'm told that H.D. Kumaraswamy, his father, the former Prime Minister told him, 1 minute please. Sambit, you know what his former father told him? His father said, no problem, son. Just go and increase the taxes on petrol. And then he went and said, can you not stop disturbing me? It's only Sambit and Tanveer. You're feeling left out. I'll talk to you later. Only Sambit. Sambit, you know what he did?
Only by 18 paisa.
Viewers, he took money from one pocket and he gave money in one pocket, he took money out from two pockets. He increased the taxes on petrol and diesel to sustain the farm loan waiver, which was also not implemented. Tanveer, you fooled people in Karnataka.
And that is exactly Kumaraswamy.
You fooled people in Karnataka. Tanveer, come on. I've exposed you a little bit tonight. It's all right. We're not fools. We understand everything. We know your compulsions, but what you're doing is utterly irresponsible. Sambit is on the debate. Sambit, come on now. Why so quiet today? It appears that just because of the knockout punch delivered on you by Arvind Kejriwal, you're still reeling.
I urge you.
You're still reeling.
I urge you, Tanveer.
You're still reeling.
Mr. Goswami, as far as H.D. Kumaraswamy ji is concerned, as far as Karnataka is concerned, my brother Tanveer would agree to the fact that even the Congress did not allow a free run to H.D. Kumaraswamy. As far as running the government is concerned, एक free run तक allow नहीं किया. The only thing that was free for Kumaraswamy was that towel, green towel with which he used to wipe free tears. Almost every day we saw that.
Come on, stop the comic relief. Come to facts.
See, as far as facts are concerned, let me tell you, it's only reform, perform, and transform which can act as a substitute for subsidies. Subsidies are essential. You have to see to it that people who don't get to eat, they are being taken care of by the state. The people who cannot afford their life are taken care of by the state. Well, that is something which governance is meant for, but that cannot be substituted by no hard work. You have to have reform, perform, and transform. Remember, there's a famous Chinese proverb, a saying that it's better to teach a man fishing than to provide him free fishes every day.
Well said.
So unless you develop skilled workforce, unless you really develop the infrastructure from which you will be milking every day. My question is, for how long we would be able to milk? I have data. Tanveer bhai, I have a simple data over here. A simple data. I'll complete in 5 seconds. Tanveer bhai, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Tanveer bhai, and I want to answer on this. Mr. Goswami, you would be astonished to learn. You would be astonished to learn the outstanding dues that are on the distribution utilities of power production, they have rose by 57% and is in whooping 78,020 crores by August 2019.
Shame.
This is the pending amount.
Shame. Shame,
that in fact,
Anirban.
the
Shame.
distribution companies
Shame,
have to pay
Ravi.
to the power companies. Where does this money come from? This money will come from your and my
Anirban.
pocket. So when the,
Anirban is shouting,
when the
but
income
shame
tax
on
goes
Anirban.
up, there is a tweak in the income tax.
Sombit has got
We are the
ONGC.
people who will be complaining.
Sombit has got ONGC. The nation wants to know what skill did he develop.
You can
What
attack
skill
me
did Mr.
personally. I'm no
Patra
more in
develop to
ONGC,
get
by the
ONGC
way. So
for
there's no
free?
point. The no points are no point
Oh, so
on
you
that.
have been kicked out
I mean,
of
if
the
you have any
ONGC.
facts, please come up with
That's
facts.
for a clap. Patra has been kicked out of the ONGC.
So you
Fantastic.
so you
This is
want
the first
free
time I
petrol now?
support the government.
No, you want free petrol. You want
ONGC
free
has
petrol
kicked
and free
out
diesel
Patra.
now. So ask
That has made my day today. Thank you.
Who is
That
stopping
calls
us
for
from
a
doing
clap.
that? No, what are you clapping
So you are
for?
a
ये ताली
completely
क्यों बजा रहा है?
unskilled person
No, ये
who
ताली
was
क्यों
not
बजा रहा है?
suitable for the ONGC.
नहीं क्यों ताली बजा रहा है? Completely unskilled? Who
I
said
am
completely
clapping
unskilled, sir?
because you have been kicked out of the
I'm a
ONGC.
surgeon, sir.
That is why I am clapping.
I'm more educated than you, sir. I'm more educated than Rahul Gandhi, by the way. I'm more educated than you. I have done my MBBS and MS.
People in this country.
I have done my super
Your
specialization
supreme
as
leader
well,
is
sir.
a diploma holder in a
You are
subject
skilled man.
that does not exist.
I tell you one thing.
You are the most educated party in this entire world.
Don't
who has
dare
been
call
Submit.
unskilled, sir.
Submit.
I am far more educated than you and your leader.
You people have invented a cure for cancer, a cure
These people,
for radiation,
these
and how to
filthy
fly
people,
fighter planes,
those who
how
support and
radar
dive in for
works.
Rahul Gandhi and Vadras, these people feel that doctors who are educated are unskilled. हम unskilled हैं, तुम्हारा Robert Vadra ही skilled है. Skilled in corruption.
Arey, you are a doctor, I forgot, you are a doctor.
We are
Sombit,
educated
does
people.
cow urine cure cancer?
Don't dare call
Sombit,
doctors
please
and
help me.
technocrats
No, please help
unskilled
me out
people.
here. Does cow urine cure
Submit
cancer?
now. You know what? I want to
Arey,
intervene,
Mr.
Anirban.
Patra, what does
Anirban, I want to
science say?
intervene. I want to intervene,
Look at this
Arnab.
man.
Anirban, I want to intervene. Allow me, please, and I need to make a point to you. You will please listen to me right now.
How educated is this Anirban?
1 minute. Sometimes in the heat of the debate, we forget the subject of the debate. Let me tell you, the subject of the debate is not Sambit Patra. A. B. I think he's absolutely right. You may like or dislike him. You may disagree with his views. You may call him right-wing, you can call him anything. But one thing everyone knows is that Sambit Patra passed exams, became a doctor, went into the competitive field. He's a trained gastrosurgeon. He's done his post-graduation. So please don't have to get personal with him on that. Let's go back to the debate. Cost versus expenditure. Krishna Mohan Verma is the calling in from Bengaluru this evening. Mr. Verma. Good evening, sir. The debate's getting hot. What do you think? How much should be given?
Much. I'm surprised that people who are supporting freebies are not talking economics. And for Mr. Kejriwal, he was part of the IRS, Assistant Income Tax Commissioner, and it doesn't mean that he doesn't know the economics. He knows very well the principles of economics as part of IRS, and it is so unfortunate that he is getting into this freebie culture, which makes people like Mamata Banerjee and all other politicians, where assembly elections are due, they're going to do this again. It's very unfortunate. It's against the principles of economics, and so bad that people are in the.
Let me tell you.
Instead of.
Let me tell you one thing. Siraj Khan is also joining the debate. Krishna Mohan Verma, thank you for calling. None of these are fudged calls. My lines are live this evening. I have with me also Siraj Khan of the Aam Aadmi Party. Mr. Siraj Khan, welcome. Joining us from Mumbai, AAP leader Siraj Khan. Siraj Khan, congratulations for your victory yesterday. Remarkable victory. But now that the victory is over, I want you to get into a debate. Let's start with Sambit Patra on how much free. I mean, tomorrow, for example, if you were to come to power in Maharashtra, and I'm anyway told that your party wants to contest all local body elections in Maharashtra, can you really give all the things you've given in Delhi free for all the people of Maharashtra? This, in my view, is an unsustainable model. It's also fairly irresponsible. Would you please explain the logic behind the freebie culture of the AAP to Sambit? Let's get on with the debate. Lines are open.
See, Arnab,
No, Sambit, listen to Siraj Khan of AAP.
Recent headlines.
Listen to the AAP, Sambit. Listen to the AAP, Sambit. Siraj, go on, Siraj, go on.
Okay, I thought you were asking me. Please go ahead.
See, I will tell you how, look how AAP has done in this. If you see the model of Delhi, what AAP has done from last 5 years of his ruling, what AAP has done is the budget has gone from 30,000 to 60,000 rupees crore, okay? And what we have seen that AAP has created a model wherein we will see the health education has been given in a free note. But if you see at the same time, what model they have adopted is a business model, economic model it was, wherein the government has at the same time received a incoming amount, wherein you can see the expenditure what is done has given to the public. It has given the public as a free education.
Mr. Siraj
free
Khan,
health.
can I offer you a counter, please, if you hear me? See, Mr. Siraj Khan, the Delhi government, as of December 2019, is looking at unpaid water bills of 9,323 crores from different agencies. The most shocking part is 10% of this money, which is about 900 plus crores, is money that is owed by Delhi government's own departments. You're going to be caught in a vicious payments trap. Do you understand? So your own departments owe your government money.
Okay.
This is not, this, when you are targeting 29,000 crores of GST, where will you get the money from in Delhi if all products which have GST applicable from travel to food to basic appliances are made free? Do you understand, sir? Economics, sir. Kejriwal's been an IRS guy. If water is free,
that's what I said.
If there's no GST, if there are no payments, there's no GST. 33% of bus commuters are women. You therefore have a 33% fall in revenue of your transport corporation. So please think. Elections are over. Please think. We can't become like Papua New Guinea, no? We can't become like a West African economy. Let's get into the debate. Let's talk seriously. Yeah.
Mr. Goswami.
No, Mr.
Can I ask a question to Siraj?
Goswami.
Ask a question. Sambit is asking a question to you, Siraj.
I'll quickly ask you a question, Siraj bhai. Number one, remember when Arvind Kejriwal started his political career, his prime accusation of Srimati Sheila Dikshit was she has paid out subsidies worth 660 crores to the power companies. And ironically today, the subsidy that Mr. Kejriwal has doled out to these same power companies, the DISCOMs, is a whooping 2,500 crores. So you call Sheila Dikshit what all names, corrupt, chore, etc., etc. If she gave out 600 crore rupees worth subsidies to these power companies, you have given twice as much. 2,500 crores. So what should we call you, number one? Number two, to the Trinamool Congress guys. The headlines in the newspapers a couple of days ago was that the West Bengal government cannot pay DA, dearness allowance to its employees because it does not have any money. Okay. It does not have any money. Haath khade kar diye TMC ne. We don't have any money, so we cannot pay any DA allowance. But they have money for every kind of politics. These politics.
Mr. Patra, if you see,
everyone.
Mr. Patra, if you see. Mr. Patra, if you see the dynamics, if you see the economics of Aam Aadmi Party Delhi, we have, if you see Arvind ji has not only accused, but if you see what Delhi Sheila Dikshit government has done, you will see there were a lot of scams at that time. But if you see in the arena of Aam Aadmi Party from 2015 to 2020, you have not found any kind of a scam.
So it's not about scams, it's about whether you have a sustainable economic model.
Yours had to be removed because of their scams, sir. Sorry, don't talk about scams. I don't want to.
Sir, let me explain.
You today. You
sir, let me explain it to you, Siraj, let me explain it to you. I know everyone's fighting tonight. Bejonda, interesting turn this debate is taking, right?
Okay.
Can I tell you, I'm besieged with calls. I'm just taking a few. Yeah. So many people calling tonight. It's like the question I'm asking today is the question in everyone's minds, Bejonda. Everyone seems to be thinking in the same direction.
Okay.
Suddenly all this Shaheen Bagh, Waheen Bagh not making sense. Everyone's saying, but how are you going to get the money? Right, Bejonda?
No. So now the people are going to demand it, and we want to see how he's going to provide it. And how he's going to provide it. So what we want to see now is from where he is going to provide it. How will he provide it?
Okay, everyone.
So he will definitely.
Siraj is asking Sambit Patra a question.
He will
I'm hitting back at the BJP. Go on, Siraj. Ask your question to Sambit Patra.
Patra, if you hear me,
He will burden
the budget of Delhi from Mr. Sambit Patra, the budget of Aam Aadmi Party has increased from 30,000 crores to 60,000 crores. If you see that amount, the collection, the revenue has increased. That is the money, instead of having yojanas and all the things, the Delhi government, Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal has given.
Sambit, respond quickly. We have 3 minutes on the debate, 5 minutes on the debate. Sambit, quickly, please. We have too many callers coming in.
Mr. Goswami, I would just like to remind you of the 5 years that we had seen of Mr. Kejriwal's rule in Delhi. Remember those days, only a couple of years ago, when the MCD would not be paid its due by the Delhi government. The MCD went to the court. The whole thing went to the court, and it was a court which reprimanded Mr. Kejriwal's government, saying that you have to
Naveenatha Krishnan, Ishkaran, for 2 versus 2 on the debate right now. Viewers, let me give you an example. Ishkaran, let me give you an example. In June 2016, the Urban Development Ministry said that India needs to spend 19,700 crores to decongest Delhi's traffic. Since Delhi is both under the state and the centre, the Kejriwal government, after spending on freebies, will have to spend at least 50% of that money. Will the Kejriwal government have 9,000 crores to fight pollution?
Can I tell you from
Why don't you ask that question?
I'll tell you.
No, Ravi, you have no answers tonight. Ishkaran to Ravi, please.
Arnab,
I have answers. I'm telling you answers.
Kejriwal came promising 500 schools, 20 colleges. He came promising infrastructure development. Unfortunately, after 2019 loss, he realized he has done zero infrastructure development and he was incapable of doing any more infrastructure development. So he went for a freebie model. And that is all he has done. Just throw free stuff at people to get votes, which he has managed to do right now. But there was a flyover, run out of money, and we will run out of infrastructure. So we will have neither infrastructure nor free stuff soon, the way Kejriwal is going.
Okay, Naveenatha Krishnan is on the debate.
Because he has no money.
Naveenatha Krishnan is on the debate.
Not at all.
Mr. Naveenatha Krishnan. Mr. Naveenatha Krishnan, do you feel tonight? Naveenatha Krishnan is on the debate of how much free. Mr. Krishnan, go on. From Chennai. Naveenatha Krishnan.
He has given that.
Yes, Naveenatha Krishnan on one side. Surendra Chauhan on the other.
Right people must be benefited. No. Right. The right people must be benefited from these freebie schemes. So the right people must be identified by the government.
But the money is finite, Mr. Naveenatha Krishnan. The money is finite. Bejanda and Surendra Chauhan. The money is finite. The point to be made is the money is finite.
You see,
the money is limited. You need to use it. If everything free, let me give you one example. One example, Bejanda. Delhi needs 50,000 crore rupees to make the city slum free. People of Delhi, let me tell you this. You can go and have as many free bus rides. But, fact is today, your government does not have the money to make Delhi slum free. So the counter side is you'll have to live with slums. There'll be no, slums will expand and become larger and larger clusters in your city today. You can have the free bus rides, but you don't want it to become Gotham City. Now, Bejan Mishra is on the attack.
Same slum area. BJP offered flats and the accommodation in the same slum area. It was there in their manifesto.
no, but where are you building? Why are you building the infrastructure? You are not giving anything free to the people. You are promising, you are misleading people. You are misleading them. When people go for health care, they don't get it. They are not getting it. So what are you talking about free? You are not able to provide.
Such a big slum area in Mumbai. There were no freebies given by the BJP
You are not able to provide. You are not able to provide.
One caller.
You are not able to provide.
One more caller. Can we take that? One caller, Subhash Bundela from Nashik.
Then you are giving false promises.
Subhash Bundela from Nashik. Mr. Bundela, Arnab here. Go on.
Misleading the people.
Arnab, how are you?
I'm very well, sir. Very well. Can't be better. Go on.
Yeah. Arnab, I have a question for Mr. Siraj. I have a question for Shiraj and all these people who are in favor of freebies. I have a question to ask them, and please just give me 30 seconds, Arnab, because this is a very important question. You know, I am a tax-paying citizen of this country, okay, and I give my taxes honestly for the development of my nation on the whole.
Right.
Okay, it is not for any particular party. At my tax-paid money, the Aam Aadmi, Mr. Kejriwal is taking away the cake, it's distributing money which is otherwise to be used for my armed forces, for the biggest, the sickness this country is facing is population explosion. The global warming is affected India the most. Okay, this money is being shared, kept for the to curb such disaster. And I want to ask all these people here, how much money have you given from your personal pocket, okay, for the people of Delhi? I want to ask you how much of your wealth or Kejriwal's wealth?
Stay on the line, Siraj.
Have you given even your one?
Aggressive question from Nashik tonight. Siraj, answer on behalf of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Simple answer to you. I have a very, I'm answering it. I have a very
you give me the answer, Shiraj. How much of your 5 years salary have you given to the people of Delhi? Give me this answer.
Please, give me 30 seconds to speak. I am telling you there are two types of taxes. There are direct taxes and indirect taxes. The people, the citizens of India and as a whole of Delhi, they are also paying.
Viewers, I'm running short of time.
Quick word over here, if you allow me.
No, I'm short of time. Viewers, this has been an excellent debate. The question asked from Nashik by Subhash Bundela really puts out there the question we are all asking. Listen, beyond Shaheen Bagh, beyond populism, beyond everything free, we the hard-paying, hard-working, salaried taxpayers of India have a right to ask where our money is going. That's all we are asking. Mr. Kejriwal, listen. All we are asking is be sure of where our money is going. See you on the other side of debate number 2.
There are two types of taxes.